Hello, everyone, and welcome to a tired but hanging in there episode of SuperCast. With me today is just me. So, this probably won't be that long while I readjust the microphone here. Don't mind those sounds in the background. That's my this is what happens when I record in the morning. Everybody's up and about. So I don't know if any of that was audible, but I could hear it. Well, Retro World Expo 2021. The good, I think it did really well. So that was awesome. The interesting, the wrestling portion of the show also did pretty well. And I saw a lot of people hanging out, watching the wrestling portion, and you would next to the auction portion, and you also had the Extra Life were hanging out there, so that was pretty awesome. Everything was all structured. Well, for those who were there, it was structured pretty well. Now, one thing that was probably tough for some people is all the loud noise that comes with a wrestling ring and wrestlers going at it. That can be rather distracting if you have weak nerves or have anxiety issues. And it wasn't so much a distraction, but there also was, at least in the section where I was at, running the ET challenge, there was a DJ playing, different video game music. But at one point, I did notice that someone had to step in and be like, "Well, can you lower it down a bit? We're it's a bit too loud." So there were some issues going on with like different sides of the convention going like, "Hey man, we're trying to put on a show, but the music's too loud. Let tell that guy something, we gotta do it up right." The auction was very nice from what I heard. A lot of big ticket items. But since I was manning the ET challenge, I rarely got up to see any portions of the show. And the times that I did get up, I was able to talk to Pat the NES Punk for a bit, the game historian, Pixel Dan. It was pretty cool. I would have talked more to Lance, but he was extremely busy. Would have been nice to talk to our fellow retroware peeps. Of course, I need to find a way to get more of my videos up there. I know that I have a very small. I think I only posted one video to my little sub channel in the retroware place, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Put some of my best stuff, and just make sure that I'm represented. But it was fun, man. No, it was definitely fun. You had a little bit of something for everyone. My friend Jonathan got me a repro, but English translated cart of Sweet Home for the NES. I still haven't tried it yet because I need to set up my Retron 3, which I believe will play it. So I'm going to have to see what happens. So, a lot of people tried the ET challenge, but as you can see in the, wait a minute, there we go. As you can see in the list down here, from here to here, there were a few people who did well, but only Mr. Let me see, how the hell did you say that name? Eduardo Colon. He was the only one to beat it. So I made a nice shirt to, something that he'll hopefully remember the show by. It's at, I believe it's called T something. But just look up, ET Challenge t-shirt, and I think it'll pop up. If not, I'll find it later and post a link somewhere around there. No, but it was good. There was a lot of fun things going on. I did see a variety of different games. I picked up a book of Ren and Stimpy for Jonathan. I think it was issue 6. I was like, yeah, I have that much money. Let me pick it up. Another thing that I picked up was a small box of magic cards from my friend from the Dragon's Lair shop. We had a nice conversation, too. It was pretty cool. It's been a while since I had a chance to go to a convention, so it was pretty nice to meet up with old friends. So let's see here. The ET Challenge, the Ren and Stimpy comic book, the magic cards. Was there anything else besides food that I picked up? Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot. Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Pat the NES Punk's DVD. So there was that. So I thought he was a tall from what I saw on his YouTube show. And I was correct. At one point during the event, Jonathan came over and he was talking about, stuff that he observed. And I was like, hey, is Metal Jesus Rocks? He's taller than you, right? What do you think, like 4 or 5 inches? And Jonathan was like, yeah. And you see, Jonathan's like 6 foot even. And he told me that it was rather rare that he would have to look up to someone. So that guy's pretty tall, and also pretty cool. And there was a lot of different variety of YouTube people here. Very fun event. I will never stop saying that. There was a little bit of something for everyone. If you were a retro video game fan and you came there for killer deals, or you were willing to try to pick up something, rare at the auction, they had all kinds of stuff. It was great. If I had any kind of cash flow for that event, I would have gone berserk. But no, I was reasonable. I kept it clear that I would not spend too much at this event, and I did not. I made sure that I would not go over my budget, and yeah, for food I think I bought nachos twice. Or Jonathan bought nachos for me the second time around. All I know is I did have nachos 2 times, so that was something. So, another thing that was cool is the younger generation, their interest in ET for the 2600. That was fantastic. They had the info. The ones that talked to me, they were like, "Oh yeah, we know about this. We know about the landfill, and it's pretty cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is pretty cool." And there were some older players too that talked to me about like, some of the intricacies of ET. And is it a bad game? Well, you got to take things under consideration. There was only a handful of days to complete programming that game and getting it out there before the Christmas holiday season. Well, shopping season. And Steven Spielberg, I believe, gave it the green light. So he saw something in it that he thought was cool. And hey, that's just how it is. So once again, I go back to, is it a bad game? In a way, yes. There are some glitches, but once you know how to get out of those weird caves that are everywhere, once you get the hang of how you are supposed to play ET, it's a walk in the park. Oh yeah. It'll probably take you like through 2 or 3 times. Maybe a bit more if you're trying to focus on what does everything do. But what? Estoy grabando. See, it never fails. Whenever I'm recording, something always happens. So where was I? Oh yes, the ET challenge. It was really cool that someone really young, I would say that this kid was like maybe 7 or 8. He tried the ET challenge. I thought that was great. And he gave it his best shot, and I was very happy. And I was also, kind of hoping that, hey, maybe this kid can do it. I took his picture, but I made sure that I took it from the angle of how he's holding the joysticks like this, and you can see the back of his face, the hair. Didn't want to. Basically for his own protection. He's a young kid. He doesn't need to be on the internet like that. So it was pretty good. Did I feel some, different feelings, after it all was done? I was like, yeah, I was kind of drained. I normally stay here and program, and when I do go out, it's to go to Savers and pick up various toys to sell or just to keep. It was pretty interesting. I brought a few things for Pixel Dan to see, and also Pat the NES Punk. I brought the custom small block, which is the Hot Wheels that is compatible with Legos. And from my point of view, that's the best Hot Wheels to come up for the 2021 toy line. I mean, come on, how can you beat that? A Hot Wheels car that you can go berserk with Lego pieces and make it into like a huge, a huge looking metal, I was about to say, Mad Max, I should say, monster of a vehicle. It's great. You can build all kinds of stuff with that thing. I thought it was awesome, and I told Pixel Dan, like, hey man, this thing is cool. When you have a chance, if you could find one at the dollar store, it would be nice for you to talk about and maybe pick up a few and go berserk with. And I also brought one of my Zoids. As usual, I wanted to enlighten Pixel Dan into the Zoid universe, which I did. It's on my YouTube channel, so that was cool. At that time where I decided to bring, it's over here but you can't see it, the Rhino from Mask. I decided to bring that with me, and I found out that Pat is a huge fan of Mask. So when I brought the Rhino, he was like, "Hey man, do you have more?" And I was like, "No, no, no. I only have one more, but I don't have the pilot that comes with it." And it's true, I don't have him yet. That he's the one that I'm missing. So now that I see that A-Rock is here, at least I think that's him through my different. It's kind of hard to see with these lights on, but I'm trying to work it. Trying to look cool. So you, which I can point over here to the chat, you got third place on something. It was the frag contest, I think. So that was kind of cool. You got a pin. I remember that. I took a picture of it. So overall, 2-day event. If you save up for it, you're fine. You had plenty of chances to get tickets in advance and save some money. I would say that, would I go again? Yes. How could I improve it? Well, I'm not sure. You see, yes, the wrestling was good. But for those people who have anxiety and are spooked by loud noises, it's kind of iffy. Because that area was packed with all kinds of loud noises going on at the same time. So there's a lot of over stimulus for everyone. That could be detrimental to those who aren't used to that type of, area with so much stuff going on. So that's something to think about if you want to bring your little ones to this event. If they have any kinds of issues with loud noises or overstimulation, definitely keep that in mind that, yes, this event is going to have things like that. And if you are not prepared to be there for your little one, you're in for a very challenging time, to say the least. Now, the good. It started early, and it ended at a reasonable time. This is not MagFest. This is just a convention that is mainly focused on retro video games and some of the people from Retroware. It's a very retro orientated convention. So think of it that way. So yeah, I think I said enough about this con, So I think that's it. I talked about the ET Challenged. You can see the names over here of those who are willing to talk about it. Hold on a second. Let me get my hand to work right here. There we go. Right there. All down there. And hold on. Let's see if I can make my hand right. Oh, wait a minute. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. No. Point over there. Hold on. I can work this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, you going my way? I wanted to do that. Now that's a little bit of wacky humor right there. But yeah, man, this event was a lot of fun. I always like coming back to this one in particular because I find that it's just fun to meet all these different people and seeing like what kind of retro games you could get your hands on. It's all good. And as for me, I'll see you next time. So until then, rock out, log out, and peace out.